For decades, the US dollar has been the undisputed king of global finance. It's the currency of choice for international trade, the bedrock of central bank reserves, and a symbol of economic stability. We've grown accustomed to its dominance. But a quiet yet profound shift is underway. There are growing signs that the dollar's long-held supremacy is beginning to erode, raising serious questions about our economic future. This isn't just about abstract financial markets. It has direct implications for every one of us. The dollar's power wasn't accidental. Its status as the world's primary reserve currency was cemented after World War II, backed by the strength of the American economy. The Bretton Woods Agreement and later the petrodollar system solidified its role. This dominance meant stability for global trade and a significant advantage for the United States. It allowed us to borrow cheaply and exert considerable influence on the world stage. It felt like an unshakable foundation. However, recent years have brought unsettling developments. Persistent inflation has chipped away at the dollar's purchasing power, making everything from groceries to gas more expensive. Our savings feel less secure than they once did. The national debt continues to climb at an alarming rate, raising concerns about long-term fiscal sustainability. This massive debt burden can undermine confidence in the dollar's future value. It's a weight that cannot be ignored indefinitely. Beyond domestic concerns, geopolitical shifts are actively challenging the dollar's role. Major economies are exploring alternatives for trade and investment, seeking to reduce their reliance on the US currency. This movement is gaining momentum. Nations like China and Russia are actively promoting trade in local currencies, bypassing the dollar entirely. The BRICS bloc is discussing new financial mechanisms that could further diminish the dollar's global footprint. These are not isolated incidents. The use of financial sanctions has also played a complex role. While intended to exert pressure, it has inadvertently pushed some countries to seek financial independence from the dollar-dominated system. They view it as a vulnerability. This weaponization of the dollar, as some call it, encourages nations to diversify their reserves and payment systems. It creates an incentive for them to find ways around the dollar, accelerating the de-dollarization trend. This is a concerning development for its long-term standing. What does this mean for the average person? A weakening dollar can lead to higher import costs, as foreign goods become more expensive to purchase. This directly contributes to inflation and reduces our buying power. Our investments and savings, particularly those denominated in dollars, could see their real value diminish over time. The stability we've come to expect might become a thing of the past. This uncertainty is deeply unsettling. Experts are increasingly discussing a future where no single currency holds absolute sway. Instead, we might see a multipolar currency system, with several major currencies sharing influence. This would be a significant departure from the status quo. The rise of central bank digital currencies also presents a new frontier. These digital assets could offer alternative payment rails, further reducing the need for traditional dollar-based transactions. The landscape is evolving rapidly. This isn't about predicting an immediate collapse, but rather acknowledging a gradual, yet persistent, erosion of power. The dollar's decline could be a slow burn, with intermittent periods of stability, but the underlying trend is concerning. We must pay attention to these signals. The implications for global trade, investment, and geopolitical power are profound. It demands careful consideration from policymakers and a clear understanding from the public. We cannot afford to be complacent about this fundamental shift. Understanding these trends is crucial for navigating the future. It's about being informed, not panicked. We need to recognize the vulnerabilities and the potential consequences of a less dominant dollar. This knowledge empowers us. The world is changing, and the foundations of our economic system are shifting. The dollar's journey from undisputed king to a more contested position is a story that will shape our collective future. We must watch it unfold with vigilance and concern.